I may have just found Geometry Dash's craziest exploit ever, and trust me, you're going to want to watch to the end of this video, because this exploit lets you do all sorts of crazy things. This is going to get insane. There seems to be a common pattern when it comes to GD and its history of exploits. The common denominator here seems to be that a bug is found, people start abusing the out of it, and eventually Laptop finally fixes the bug. But this can't be patched, or at least not easily, as this bug comes from a common Windows feature. I got inspiration for this glitch from Minecraft? Many of you have probably heard of this, but basically, exiting the window pretty much lets you fly hack. So I tried it with Geometry Dash to see what would happen. And nothing happened. Probably because it's a single player game. But I was still interested, until I decided to swipe up. What? You see, the reason this is so crazy is because you can't usually change perspective without hacks, meaning this is completely in vanilla. The reason I'm making such a big deal about this is because with this, you can completely exit levels, freeze your game, and more. For example, in the level Explorers, if you have your settings right, your character freezes in the ship, but the percent will keep going up. So if you were to wait until it hits 100 and then die, you would get the infamous new best of 99%. But this time, it's intentional. This grants you 396 free orbs, but this doesn't stop there. But before we get into that, let's talk about how this exploit works. Usually you aren't able to expand your window in GD without hacks. When you try to do that, it just expands the whole window to keep the ratio the same. But you see, there's a Windows feature to help with split screening. Just drag the window up here like this, then select which option you want to use. You see, before 2.2, this exploit wasn't very significant, as all it did was change the camera angle. But in 2.2, with new camera controls, some pretty crazy stuff can happen. Like this! The reason this happens is because these spikes have a little gap between them. And because the camera controls are messed up, it lets us go through here. It also lets us completely skip this part, but that's not the only thing this exploit is capable of. When those single screen parts like this, it can screw up this trigger. And like we learned before, the percent will keep going up. So that means we can get up to almost 400 free orbs. Now that's pretty cool, right? But it's not like many levels have opportunities like that. But this exploit can also be used to find secret ways. I decided to play a random featured level, the Zoom, and I was able to find the secret way during a transition. Thank you to anyone still watching this far into the video. At the moment, I only have about 200 subs, so I'd really appreciate if you were able to subscribe to be a part of the pre-1000 subs party. Make sure to also like the video so we can push this video out to as many people as possible. But most importantly, if you enjoy this video and you want to see more of me, check out the other videos I made. These two are my best work. This is a high quality analysis on if Back on Track or Serial Madness is harder, or maybe this video on how I made the world's hardest auto level. Toodaloo!